Welcome to the play state. You asked them to go ahead and put cameras everywhere to keep you safe. You figure that if you have the Nazi Party go ahead and watch over you and keep you safe, the Democratic Party put cameras everywhere. You go to New York, everywhere you go, there's cameras. Everywhere you want, you have your cell phone, you have access to, on there, we call it, Alexa, so you can ask any questions. But you're relying on another person to give you the information. You're not relying on yourself to look up the information and give you the correct information. Would you like to be able to ask the information and have your own self go on the internet, go onto their supercomputer, go ahead and look up all of the information and use the archive information under the government, so you can go through, look through all of the CIA files, and you can know everything that's going on, real and past, so you can know what is happening in real time. You can really know what is going on with the government. As far as I know, I think most people want to know what the government is doing. I've learned you cannot trust the government. They will trick you with stuff. You have to pass the bill in order to find out what's in it. That's just bullcrap. We need someone that can read the bill in a matter of hours. None of the stuff that why don't I have access to the supercomputer so it can read to me and give me the summary of all their bills and information? I don't want to have to rely on a person to really read it and give me the summary. I want to have myself read it on the supercomputer. All these people are talking about they're gonna put computers into them to live forever and whatever. Why are you putting technology into you? I want to go into that technology. Why would you want to put anything that you created? I mean, there's more evidence that God created us as an experiment. You say like God multi-dimensional alien just because you figure God is a Big Bang. I can understand. Could I have seen electricity just for no reason whatsoever just explode? And okay, so that works out for the Big Bang. So God is electricity explodes. You cannot create or destroy electricity. You can only gather it and change one thing into another thing. So you cannot create or destroy God. You can only gather God up in one place. You can only gather God up. That would just be like electricity. God is electricity, electric universe, so everything. We have YouTube is there just for us to be able to come up with random ideas, conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts. Most of the conspiracy theories I hear is this whole Russia thing. You know, as far as I can, having the evidence recently myself, it was the Democratic Party that was involved with Russia that paid a foreign government to get involved in our election. They paid England and they paid Germany, or not Germany, Russia. And okay, if we do any results, Russia has been on the good side of most stuff. I know Russia helps us with World War II because that's why I learned you never attack Russia during the winter. The Nazis taught us that. No, the Nazis really got messed up by the Russians, and they've always been mad at the Russians ever since. So when they had a reason to go back at the Russians, they started the whole, we're gonna just try to get Russia and the US in a fight, and maybe they'll destroy the conservatives, and then Nazi party can take over. But they don't call themselves Nazis, they call themselves socialists. In Germany, they're National Socialists. In America, they're Democratic Socialists. But the National Socialists in Germany was really global socialists. The National was a trick. They wanted you to think there's a problem with nationalism, but the problem is with globalization. The whole global thing. Okay, they're gonna have people that can work other places way cheaper than you. The only way we can work for really cheap is if we have control over copies of ourselves. Why not 1,000 copies of yourself? You know, we'll start the minimum wage at 10 cents. We have 1,000 copies of yourself. You can go ahead and right now they're just doing research on the government supercomputer. They can go ahead and research all of the information on the CIA, everything that's happened in the past. That way you can be knowledge and learn that we did not defeat the Nazis and that they invaded America under Operation Paperclip, and it took them years to get that far. But if you look at NASA, and we'll figure out, oh, we did, the field thing, oh, we didn't go to the moon. We did go to the moon. From what I can remember, I've seen enough stuff where we have went to the moon. I've seen videotapes. I've seen stuff that look like, besides the government ones, there's a bunch of weird questions with that, why stuff is. But I've seen tape that, like, makes you go, why are there bases, why are there places on the moon? You know, our cameras don't go all the way, but I heard there are government cameras that are looking at really, they can look in on tiny rocks on the moon from that camera here in America, a digital camera too, and so I could just sit in my home with access to the camera, and then the camera goes right into my government cell phone. You know, I'm really paranoid. I'm like, oh, people are worried about. I don't want the government to build no oil. I'd rather have the government I have more control over than some private company I have no chance of controlling. I might be lucky and be able to take them to court, but they just have my information. I have no way of accessing it without giving them money. Why would I want to give money for my own information that should be read to me for free? Why should I have to pay for anything? Why should you? So a private company wants me to give them my money so they can show you what the government information about me tells you. Well, why don't we just eliminate the private company and need to deal directly with the government? Because I don't need no private company to get involved. I need the government to go, I will gather all of your information right here at one spot. Go ahead and register it with us. We will go ahead and make 1,000 copies of you. I want to be your citizen, okay? Your citizen gets 1,000 copies. Then we don't have to worry about people sneaking in, because they would have to be an American citizen to get 1,000 copies. And that way, the whole border wouldn't matter much. Maybe the Democrats might want to do this because then they can sneak the drugs across. Because when we eliminate the need for them, they could take our jobs because you have to be American to have 1,000 jobs all at the same time. But they'll say, oh, well, they'll say, okay, right.